So I didn't have anything to compete with. I was really just like, hey, can you guys mess with me, please? And they did, and I was beyond shocked and really happy. What is up, fam? It is Shar, and welcome to Law and Living Color, where I provide quick tips and experiences on the law school process and legal field as a person of color. In this video, I'm going to be talking about scholarship negotiations, what I wish I knew, and how I actually ended up negotiating my scholarships. Now, the reason why I'm making this video now opposed to later when you're actually getting your offers is because of the what I wish I knew part of this video. If I had known some of these things before I negotiated scholarships, I feel like I could have leveraged more money than what I actually ended up getting. So hopefully I help y'all out and y'all don't have that problem. First things first about what I wish I knew is that I wish I knew about applying to competitor schools. So what I mean by a competitor school is if your goal school is school A, and school A is a tier 1 school, you're gonna want, and school A is also in North Carolina, you're gonna want to apply to schools that are in the similar tier with school A, and also schools that are in the same location as tier A. Okay, so tier A and tier 2 and tier 3, I talk about that more in my prior videos, but essentially it's the ranking of the school. Tier 1 are just the top schools, and then tier 2 and then tier 3, they go down. So what I ended up doing in my application cycle is I applied to a good amount of tier 2 schools. However, I did apply to a couple tier 1, one of which was my goal school. But I only applied to two other tier 1 schools, and I didn't apply to any more. So I didn't have many competitive offers when it came to my goal school. I really only had offers from lower ranked schools that weren't even in the same location as my goal school. The second thing I wish I knew is laddering. So what laddering is increasing scholarships by laddering them upon other schools. So for instance, I have school A, B, and C. School B is my target school. School A offered me the most money. However, I could increase the scholarship at school C to leverage to school B, which is my goal school. So say school A gives me $20,000, school C gives me 10, and school B gives me 10. I'm going to raise school C scholarship, which they end up doing, to $30,000, so it's better than school A. I'm gonna go back to school A, show them $30,000. They may increase it more to 40, and I'm gonna go back to school C. If school C doesn't increase anymore, now I have 40 from A, 10 from B, and 30 from C. Now I'm gonna use A to increase school B, so now school B offers me 50. It's a game of numbers, guys, and I know a lot of us aren't math majors in this field, but essentially what you're trying to do is create as much leverage as possible. Third thing that I wish I knew was to consider retaking the LSAT. Now, I only took the LSAT one time, and to be honest with you, I was kind of brain dead after that first time, and I ended up signing up for a second test before I took my first as a backup, just in case I didn't get the score that I wanted to get, and I ended up getting that score and was like, oh yeah, I don't need to take it again. I do wish I was more open, and I actually ended up taking that second LSAT, because I do feel like I possibly would have gotten more scholarship money based off of my LSAT numbers. For those of you that are in a similar boat or are going to be in a similar boat, you're not going to want to take the test again. I'm just going to be honest with you. The test is mentally draining and no one wants to take it again if they don't have to. But I do want you to consider taking it again, just to increase scholarship offers. So that means that you could have already gotten accepted into your dream school. However, you still have time to take the LSAT again, and then you can take it again, bring them a new LSAT number that's better, and they can potentially increase your scholarship. Those are things I wish I knew when it came to scholarship negotiations. And I do feel like some of those things would have helped me out, especially if I really considered retaking the LSAT, and especially if I got more competitive offers. I just did not apply to many competing schools. So briefly, I want to talk about how you negotiate these scholarships, the body of this video, and I'm sure why you clicked it. So the way you go about negotiating is, first things first, you want to reach out to the school and see their process. Every school has a different process. Some schools provide a form in which you fill out and you attach your competing offer. Some schools, you literally just email the financial aid department or the scholarship committee, whichever they have. Mostly it's the financial aid department. You really won't know who's on the scholarship committee unless someone says they were on it. But you typically reach out to financial aid and you write an email, attach your offer, and they go about it. So the first things first, reach out to them. You can either call or email, and sometimes they have it on their actual site. What I would do is always check on their site first. It just shows that you're paying attention, that you're not necessarily wasting their time, and you really could have just went on their website and found out. After you do that and you find out what the process is, you do the process. So if it's a form that they want you to fill out, briefly fill out the form. It'll essentially ask you, why you think you should have a scholarship increase, and it'll ask you for your competing offers. Some schools just require you to email them. In this instance, this is how I suggest doing this. So if they just require email, I would write a brief paragraph. Do not write a full-page email about why you want to go to their law school or why you like their law school opposed to the other ones you have applied. No. Write a brief why email, okay? Why this school? Why do you want to go to this school? Is it because of their programs? Is it because of the location of the school? Whatever the case may be. You can check out my prior videos on how to write a why X law school statement, and essentially that's what you're doing in this email. And then you want to attach your offers. So if you're like me with no competitive scholarship offers, you have nothing to attach. And this is why I was actually grateful that Duke didn't really have a form. So what Duke does, which is super cool, is that they have a scholarship interview. Once you get in, you can schedule a scholarship interview, and they essentially talk to you and gauge who you are. And you can tell them about your financial need and things of that nature, and tell them your circumstances. The way that I negotiated, we pretty much reiterated my love for the school. I reiterated my circumstances and how that may affect my attendance to Duke. And whatever type of help you can provide when it comes to the scholarship, I would much appreciate, as it would help my journey in navigating what school to choose and my law school journey. So I didn't have anything to compete with. I was really just like, hey, can you guys mess with me, please? And they did, and I was beyond shocked and really happy. You can be me. So if you're one person that isn't really going to apply to competing schools, you can just outright ask for more money. And the reason why I did do that, opposed to attach any offers that I got, was mainly just because I just didn't see them considering those offers. I didn't see them considering an offer from a Georgia school or from an Arizona school. All of them are different markets than the school that I'm planning on going to, and they weren't in the same ranking. So it was kind of, to me, it just seemed like it would just be for naught. So I just wanted to be upfront and honest with them. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything that you want me to talk about or you want me to explore, please comment below, or you can hit me on my socials. Please watch my TikTok videos on how to solve LSAT problems, and also my personal one just to see something that may make you laugh or whatever the case may be. And as always, guys, I have to end things off with a quote. In the words of Muhammad Ali, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." Peace, guys.